My dear students, a very warm welcome to our platform of National IAS and I hope आप सभी बहुत अच्छे होंगे, बहुत करीने से प्रिपरेशन कर रहे होंगे, right? There is hardly 1 week left, and sorry for my Hindi, but yes, I hope there is hardly 1 week left, so you all must be preparing really, really well. So today we are going to discuss one of the very important chapter, which is permutation and combination. My dear students, please remember that this permutation and combination chapter also form basics for probability. Just give me one moment because yeah, I hope I am clearly audible and visible as well. Is there any issue with that? Is there any issue with my video? Yes. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, let us begin. I think the network is quite stable, and yes, thank you, Yasmin, for confirming it. Okay. So yes, my dear students, today we are going to start with permutation and combination. In this, we will also see method of counting. Method of counting, and trust me, every year question has been asked. The second most important thing is that it forms basics. Good evening, Mamshi. Basics of probability. So that is why this is very important chapter, and yet many students find it very difficult. Why? Because they are lacking confidence, plus they do not practice it enough. So one thing I will do, I will recommend, please practice at least 30 questions, at least 30 questions from this permutation and combination, so that you are well versed with this topic, because this is being asked every year. Understood? Is it clear? Yes. So now let us move ahead, and we will first see how which questions we are going to solve, and then we will go towards the basics theory, right? How many different five-letter words with or without meaning can be constructed using all the letters of word Delhi, so that each word has to start with D and end with I. So please remember D and then I. How to find that, we will discuss it. Don't worry, many of you might be knowing it, but please don't panic. We will discuss it, right? The number of parallelograms that can be formed from a set of four parallel lines intersecting another set of four parallel lines, right? Then there is, for a sports meet, a winner stand comprising of three wooden blocks is in the following form. So you can see the picture. There are six different colors available to choose from, and each of three wooden blocks is to be painted such that no two of them has the same color. Please remember here what he is saying, that suppose six colors are of viv Geo, right? I'm not adding red. Understood? With Geo. So these are the six colors which are available to us. In this case, sometimes I can also use VIB, I can also use BIV, I can also use IVB, and any other possible combination. But what is important is there should not be any repetition of color. That means BVV is not allowed. Please remember, blue, violet is not allowed. I can always go for IVB, sorry, IBV, है ना? Yeah. So these two are possible, right? For this, I can also write it as like VBI. So this way, if you see, there will be six combinations, right? Not six. Six is not the answer. Don't worry, I will tell how to solve this. But yeah, I hope I gave you some insight. Okay, what is being asked, right? And how to tackle these kind of questions. Understood? So yeah, this is one question which we are going to see. The next question is, two boys and two girls are to be arranged in a row so that the girls are not next to each other. How many possible arrangements are there, my dear students? Please remember, uh, prima facie, if you will see this question, some of you might get confused or maybe in doubt or may panic that how to solve this. But once you understand the process thoroughly, trust me, this will be easiest question for you. Understood? Same way, let us go ahead, and the next question which is there are five tasks, five people. Task 1 cannot be assigned to either person 1 or 2. Task 2 must be assigned to either 3 or 4. Every person is to be assigned at least one task. Obviously they should get one task, right? In how many ways can the assignment be done? So we will see this question as well. This is no doubt very good question again from permutation and combination part. Okay, the next question is factorial. Acha, no, now let us go through the theory part, right? We have understood the theory. Sorry, the questions which we are going to cover up today. We will try to cover up 4 to 5 questions out of those. Understood? Now let us talk about factorial notion. So whenever you will deal with permutation and combination, you will often see 10 factorial. What is this meaning of this term? My dear students, please remember, factorial of any number means multiplication from 1 to the complete number series, multiplication of numbers, natural numbers up to that number, that will become n factorial. So please remember, this is extremely important. Apart from that, n factorial can also be written as n minus 1 factorial. Why is it being written? Because you also know that, suppose this is my expansion, right? So second last term will be n minus 1, right? And if I take this term, this part, so this will become n minus 1 factorial and multiplied by n. So that is why n factorial can also be written as n minus 1 factorial, n into n minus 1 factorial. So please remember, this is again important trait or factor which you should remember. Apart from that, 0 factorial is equal to 1. 0 factorial is always equal to 1. It is similar to a raised to power 0 is equal to 1. It is similar to, in the sense that just like a raised to power 0, that is any number raised to power 0 is 1, same way 0 factorial is always equal to 1. It should never be written as 0. Please remember this thing. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. I have already told you. 2n factorial. Suppose this is the thing which has been given to you. In that case, what you can do, 2n multiplied by n factorial multiplied by all the odd numbers. So this kind of operation also can be done, right? Please note it down, because these are extremely important and good formulas which can be utilized. Understood this formula? Understood everything till here? Okay. Now my dear students, please listen very carefully, right? So every one of the variable courses of action which can be made by taking few or majority of a given number of things or articles one after another at a time is called permutation. My dear students, please remember, in permutation, sequence matters. Sequence matters. Understood? Is it clear? For example, suppose I want to find out what are the combinations. Let us say the class has 40 students. 40 students, right? Or maybe you all are giving UPSC exams, right? You all are giving UPSC exams. So let us take that examination. Hai na? You all know that approximately every year 1,000 students will get selected, right? UPSC will select 1,000 students out of let us say 5 lakh, right? In what way this 1,000 people can be chosen out of 5 lakh? Here, if you will notice, the sequence will also matter. Why? Because obviously, once you will get rank, according to your rank, you will be assigned your role. Your role as an IAS, IPS, or IRS, or Indian Accounts and Audit Services, or Indian Postal Services, or Group B Services, which is where your posting will be in union territories, right? So please remember, here sequence will also matter. So here what you will do, if you want to find out what combinations, how many possibilities are there of choosing these 1,000 people out of these 5 lakh, then in that case you have to apply permutation. Please remember permutation. Understood? Consider letters X, Y and Z. They can be arranged together as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 ways, right? How to find the 6 ways? Nothing but 3 factorial. 3 factorial. Please remember 3 factorial. Is it clear? Is it clear? So my dear students, what is happening over here, if you will look carefully, please remember 3 out of 3 are to be chosen, right? And there is another method to find these kind of things. We have to fill 3 places, right? And we have 3 options, X, Y and Z, right? So total numbers are 3. So what I will do, I will here either of the 3 can come, X, Y, Z, right? So I will put 3. But what will happen, suppose I put over here, I choose that, okay, Z should be there, Z, randomly I am choosing. So can Z now be here? obviously you know that z cannot come at this place. In that case, what are the possibilities over here? It can be either x or y. So the total number of possibilities which are remaining is 2. Now in the next one, suppose I put y over here, right? Then now if you will see, only and only x can come, so that is why 1. So please remember here, another thing which you should ask me, sir, is repetition allowed or not? For example, here when repetition was not allowed, then only 6 combinations were possible. Understood? But suppose now if repetition is allowed, in that case here x, y, z, either of the 3 can come, so I will put 3. Suppose I put z over here. Now in the next one, if I will go, repetition is allowed. Suppose repetition is allowed. In that case, what will happen? If repetition is allowed, even z can come again over here, right? So here again the possibility of all the 3 will be there, and that is why 3 possibilities will be here. X, Y, Z again will be here, and that is why this is general principle of counting. 3 raised to power 3 will be the total number of possible solution if repetition is allowed. If repetition is not allowed, please remember it will be only 6. I hope this is crystal clear to all of you. Karthikeyan, why are you putting up combination? I told it will be perfectly permutation, nothing else, right? It will be permutation. Please remember this thing. Is it clear? Why? Because here sequence is mattering. Sequence is mattering. Why? Because x, y, z is not same as y, x, z. Although everything is same, right? Understood? Hai? So please remember, if repetition will be allowed, it will be 3 into 3 into 3. If repetition not allowed, then 3 into 2 into 1. So that is why 6. Please remember, these all things will form the basics of probability, where you have to pull out a card from a deck of 52 cards. So there, these concepts will again be very much helpful. So please don't take them lightly. If there is any doubt, please comment. I will repeat it. Understood? Now my dear students, there is small thing which I want to tell. Usually permutation is written as like this, है ना? N means total number of options from which you can choose a certain group. Understood? R represents the group which is to be finally formed. Understood? Total number of options available. Total number of options available. Is it clear? So my dear students, to find this permutation, what you should do, n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Understood? Understood this thing? Clear na? Now my dear students, suppose in some cases, orders do not matter. Order do not matter. For example, let us say class 5th result. These days you know that there is no rank is given to any student, right? So all are either pass or fail, right? All are either pass or fail. So my dear students, here order does not matter. Order does not matter. Suppose now I want to form a committee. Right? Again, order will not matter in committee, right? I may choose Karthikeyan, Vamshi and Yasmin, right? So whether I choose Karthikeyan first, then Vamshi, then Yasmin, or I reverse the order, Yasmin first, Vamshi later on, and then Karthikeyan, it hardly matters. At the end, 3 people will be sitting in that committee and giving their verdict, right? So please remember, in some places the sequence or the order does not matter. So in that case, what you have to apply? You have to apply combination, right? So what is the formula for combination? C n r is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. So yes, definitely we will see to this again and again, and with that you will become better. Understood? Is it clear? Right? Another type of question which is often asked is, let us say I give you the word initiative, right? Now my dear students, what will happen? Again, suppose I want to make different words using all words, using all letters or alphabets of the given word, of the given word. So how many words are possible? My dear students, please remember over here, what you should do first, you should apply the general method of counting. Remember? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think 10 is the total number of letters, right? Can I recount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 is the total number, right? So n will become 10. N will become 10. Anyways, this will become n factorial because all the letters are being used. Please remember, it will become 10 factorial. Now, my dear students, if you look very carefully, there are some letters which are being repeated. Some letters are being repeated. For example, this I is repeated once, twice, thrice, 4 times, right? So I has been repeated 4 times. So my dear friends, please remember, since I has been repeated 4 times, how will you distinct two I's? Obviously, you cannot do. I is same, whether it is this I or this I, right? So that is why what you will do, you will try to adjust for it. How to adjust? You will divide it by the times the same number has been repeated. So 10 factorial upon 4 factorial multiplied by, still if you will look carefully, there are other alphabets which have been repeated. Which alphabets is n repeated? 1 n. Then I think there is no n. T. Yes, there are 2 t's. 1 and then 2. Can you see these 2 t's? So obviously 2 factorial. Right? Is A repeated? No. Is V repeated? No. E is not repeated. So that will become our final answer. How many different possible words are there which can be made using all the letters of alphabet of initiative? It will be 10 factorial upon 4 factorial upon 2 factorial. Please remember, this is not related to combination. This is related to general method of counting, which is an derivative of permutation. Understood this part? Understood this part? General method of counting has been derived from permutation. I won't delve into that process, but yeah, definitely this should be on your tips, how to approach this kind of question. Understood? Now, my dear students, permutation deals with arranging things. You also understand that while arranging order of things is considered, and that is why it is permutation, right? In combination, it is selection. It is about selection. Please remember, it is not about arrangement of things. It is about selection of things. And whenever you will select, the order will not matter, and hence combination will be applied. I hope this is extremely clear in your mind. And yes, please remember, if you will try to establish a relation between combination and permutation, so this is the relation. Please note it down. You all know that these two formulas I have shown you over here. NPR is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial, and NCR is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So you know that there is only one extra this thing to make it combination. I hope this is clear, right? Right? So this will become PNR upon r factorial. Understood? Same thing I have written over here. I think this is extremely clear to all of you. Understood? Now, my dear students, let us go towards permutation and combination. So please remember, they are the base of permutation combination. What are they? First one is multiplication principle and addition principle, right? And they extend to an infinitely number of events. This will become more and more clear once you will start solving questions. Is it clear? Understood? Okay, so yes, let us go back and try to solve questions, because that will give you a better insight into permutation, combination and this multiplication method, right? See, my dear students, we have got a word Delhi. And the question says that you have to keep D and I constant, and only variable things are these three positions. And what are the left ones? D, L, H, right? So you know that 3 contenders are there, 3 places are there. First place can have 3 options. Why 3? Because either of E, L and H can come at first place. The moment you will place, let us say you place E at the first place, then on the second place you have only 2 options, right? So please remember, you will multiply, you will put multiply sign in between the 2, and then at the end only 1 option will be remaining, and hence 6 will be the correct answer. Understood by everyone? 6 will be the correct answer. Please remember this chapter is slightly tough for many students, but please pay very close attention. You will slowly start learning it, right? Never ever fear maths. That is the first and foremost thing, right? At max you will do some questions wrong at first, but eventually it will become handy once you will start practicing. There is nothing like there is too big logic in this maths, right? Yes, this is the same exercise. Thank you, Karthikeyan. That's very good correlation actually. If you remember, when I told XYZ related part, when I explained that, same kind of thing is happening over here, right? Okay. Next is number of parallelograms that can be formed from a set of 4 parallel lines intersecting another set of 4 parallel lines is. See, my dear students, we are concerned about parallelograms. So suppose these are 4 lines which are in vertical direction and then 4 parallel lines which are in this direction. Now you know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is another 1, 2, 3, 4, right? In parallelogram you need 2 from these and you need 2 from these. And will order matter? Will really order matter? Do you need to put, okay, first line should be put first and then third line should come, or 3 1 or 1 3 both are same? Obviously 3 1 or 1 3 both are same, because at the end you are concerned about, let us say, this parallelogram, right? This parallelogram, right? So whether it is 3 first or 1 first does not matter. So what you will do? You will put combination. You will put combination. Please remember what you will do. You will put combination for this part. For this part. So this will become 4C2 multiplied by. Please remember here multiplication will be there because you are now trying to combine these things, right? So C4 2 again, because again out of these 4 order does not matter. You have to select 2, any 2, right? So now my dear students, let us try to solve this. You will find that, okay, 4 factorial upon 2 factorial, 4 minus 2 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 4 minus 2 factorial. So my dear students, I won't write this much in examination. I will do mental calculation. How will I do it? 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. So you know that 2 factorial will cancel each other. And here also it is 2 factorial. So it will become 2 into 1. So obviously 2 factorial will go away. This will become 2. So 3 to just 6. 6 into 6, that is equal to 36 is the correct answer. Understood this thing? Understood this, everyone? All these can be done mentally. Please remember, you do not need to write each and every step. Understood? Once you will practice, start practicing, it will come naturally to you. Trust me, it will come naturally to you. Understood? There will be another one part of it. Please remember. And I didn't write it because obviously I felt, okay, you all are smart enough. So 2 factorial will go away, this will become 2. Right? 2 into 1, that will become 2 factorial means. Right? Understood? So yeah, now let us move ahead. Let us try to see this question. See, here, are you selecting or arranging things? See, my dear students, when you have to paint these 3 wooden boxes, in a pattern, so obviously you are arranging things, arranging colors, right? You are arranging them as per your choice. Yes, Karthikeyan, that's great. So my dear students, for the first place, you have 6 options available. You have 6 options available. For the second place, you have 5 options available, and for the third place, you have 4 options available. Why? Because suppose 6 colors are there, I can fill any one of them over here, right? But the moment I fill any one of these, there will be one color occupied which cannot be repeated. So hence, for the next podium, next step, only and only one color will be gone. One color will be gone. Rest 5, whatever remaining 5 are there, you can use them. Understood? And then for the third step, you can use out of any 4, right? So if you multiply this, this will become 30. 34 is 120. So 120 will be the answer. See how easy questions are if you understand these things very clearly. Right? Aren't they easy if you understand them? Right? Now this is one of the tough questions for an instance. Why? Because 2 boys and 2 girls are to be arranged in a row so that girls are not next to each other. See, my dear students, here 2 girls and 2 boys are to be arranged. So what I can do, I can put 4 people 4 places and I can arrange it in whatever way I want. Whatever way I want. So that will become 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? So this is total 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. So that is 24 is total possibility. But now we are saying that girls are not next to each other. How to tackle with that? My dear students, let us put girls together. Let us put girls together. GG will become one unit, and my dear students, there will be two more places for boys, right? So this is one unit. So here, let us say three places will be there. Now three people are there. One, two, three. Both the girls are stuck together, stick together, right? Now in girls itself, if you, I will talk about that. But first, now three places will be there, right? So at the first place, either you can put GG, both the girls, then B1 or B2, right? So three ways it can be filled. Now here, suppose I fix GG for the first, so B1, B2 will become second. So 2 into 1. Now my dear students, if you look carefully, GG will have two factor probability. Why? Because it can be G1, G2 or G2, G1. So two ways can be there to arrange it. So my dear students, if you will try to solve it, this will become 2 into 1 and 3 to the 6 to the 12. So 12 in 12 cases, total cases are 24. Total cases are 24. In 12 cases, girls are sitting together with each other, right? So how many places will be remaining where girls will not be sitting together? 24 minus 12. So these kind of arrangements are possible where girls will not be sitting together. Understood? That is equal to 12. Please remember, this 12 is not the answer. This 12 is not the answer. What is the answer? 24 minus 12 is equal to 12. This is the answer. This is the correct answer. Please remember, this is wrong. Understood? Everyone understood it? Because the question clearly says that the girls should not sit together. So what I did, I found total probability. Okay, 4p4. So total is 24. Now what I will do, I will put both the girls together. I will stick them together, glue them together. So now 3 into 2 into 1, right? And both the girls can be changed within each other, G1, G2 or G2, G1. So there are two possibilities. So I will multiply it with 2 to get 12 possibilities where girls are sitting together. Understood? Karthikeyan, not directly 4 into 3. Acha, 4 into 3 into 2, right? Understood this thing? No, Karthikeyan, don't do 4C3 because what is happening? That will go in wrong direction. Please remember this thing. Are you getting this point? How to approach this question? I do not know why, but I have a gut feeling that some students are getting confused. If that is the case, please let me know. I will repeat it. Or maybe I will take up another question so that you all understand it. Shall I? Okay. Please let me know. Please let me know. I will talk about it. Hai na? Now see, 5 tasks, 5 persons. So let me put it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Task 1. These all are tasks. Please remember task. 2, 3, 4 and then 5. 5 tasks are there. Sure. Okay, Karthikeyan, I will repeat it. I promise. Just focus on the next question right now because I have started it and then I will repeat it again. Okay. 5 persons are there. Task 1 cannot go to either person 1 or 2. So how many contenders are there for task 1? My dear students, in total how many people are there? 5 tasks, 5 persons. So obviously it cannot go to 1 or 2. So it can go to 3, 4 or 5. Understood? 3, 4 or 5. So obviously there are 3 possibilities, right? There are 3 possibilities. And what is the next constant? Task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4. So please remember, let us assign them first. Let us say this task has gone to 3 person, right? And in second instance, we will presume that this task goes to 4th person, right? Or either way, it won't affect much, but still, let us do it for sake of our convenience. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? So this, in this case, this let us move, put this to task to 4th person, right? So my dear students, if you look carefully, 3 is doing task 2. 3 is doing task 2. What will happen to this person? Obviously, here 2 possibilities will remain. Only 2 possibilities will remain. So here 2 possibilities will come. Let me put red color. That will be easier to observe. So 4 or 5 can do it, right? Here 3 or 5 can do it. 3 or 5 can do it. So again 2 possibilities will be there, right? Now my dear students, two places are allocated, two tasks have been allocated to two people. So third activity, for that three people will be remaining. Three people will be remaining. Here there will be one person, and only one person can do it because three is fixed for doing fourth task, right? For fourth task there will be two person. For fifth task there will be one person. So my dear students, can you multiply and get this? 2 3 are 6, 6 2 are 12, 12, right? 12 is the number when second task is being done by 3. Now let us see this case when second task is being done by 4. In that case, if you will observe, only one person can do the second task. Third person will be allocated to three people, two people, one people. So that is why if you multiply it, you will again get 12. You will again get 12. So I hope this is extremely clear. My dear students, this is case 1 possibilities and this is case 2 possibilities. Case 2 possibilities. Since both of them are distinct, in that case what you have to do, you have to get the final result, you have to add them both. Please remember, both the cases are distinct and independent of each other. That is why you have to add them and the answer will be C. In the previous case when I was talking about this thing, I had multiplied because both were intersecting and interdependent. Understood this thing? So where to multiply, where to add is another confusing point for students. Please pay very close attention towards this. Understood this thing? Okay. Now let me go to this question. Go back to this question, right? See, my dear students, solving this can be done in two ways. We can solve this in two ways, right? See, what I can do, I can write it like this. The question says that possible arrangements are there where girls are not sitting to each other. So what I can do, girls not sitting with each other, the possibility number of arrangements where girls are not sitting with each other is equal to number of total arrangements where girl may be sitting with each other or may not be sitting with each other, total arrangements without any restriction minus number of arrangements where girls are sitting together. To, to make them sit together, what we do, we presume that both the girls are single person. We presume that both the girls are single person. Please remember, understood? A single person with two faces, right? So total arrangement, you know that how to find it. Total arrangement will be nothing but basically P 4 4. Why? Because anyone can sit anywhere, right? So this is coming out to be 24. If you all remember and agree with me, this is coming out as 24, right? Total arrangement is clear, right? The confusion is over here. Girls are sitting together. So let us presume that both are clubbed. So G1, G2. These two girls were there. Both have become one person. So that they can sit together, right? Now, my dear students, who are the other persons in the group? B1 and B2. There are two boys, right? So this is first person, this is second person, this is third person, and their arrangement, if you will try to find their arrangements, there will be only three places, 1 2 3. So please remember here what will happen. Now the general principle of counting will apply. 3 into 2 into 1, that is equal to 6. But what is happening, this single person has two faces. Right? So which one will appear first? That is the major question. No, Karthikeyan, you cannot do that thing. Because why? Because please understand, when you divide when the same person has been repeated twice, thrice. But it is not possible in this case, right? I do not have my twin or my clone who is sitting in next position, right? So that is why here you cannot divide it by 2. Please remember 2 factorial. Here you cannot divide it by 2 factorial. Why? Because in that case, that was the case when we were dealing with initiative like word, where I and I were identical. This I was identical to this identical All these i's are identical. There is no distinction between all these i's. Understood? So that is why you cannot apply that method as well. Please remember this thing. Is it clear? Understood? So my dear students, I hope this logic is very clear to all of you why I am taking these considering these as three persons. Now my dear students, please pay very close attention. This single person has two faces, G1 and G2. So here two arrangements are possible. How two arrangements? One can be, I will put G1 first and G2 second. And the second arrangement possible for this case is G2, G1. Right? So this can be the second face of this person. So that is why what I will do, this is first case, this is second case, right? And obviously these all are affecting each other. So what I will do, 6 will be for this case and 6 will be for this case. So what I will do, I will simply multiply it by 2, or I will add 6 plus 6. So that will become 12. So 12 will be the cases where these two girls will be sitting with each other as a single person. Understood this part? So that is why here I have to subtract 12. That is 24 minus 12 will become 12. Understood? So please remember, girls not sitting together. There are 12 such arrangement where girls will not be sitting together. Everyone understood it? Right? So please pay very close attention. This is extremely important. Don't get confused. These are the diverse range of questions which are asked from this topic. That is why I always recommend you to at least solve 30 questions from each and every topic. Right? So we had a batch on these topics where we discussed these things at length. These are revision series, so I hope I had done enough justice and you have understood also. If there is still any doubt, please reach me out on my WhatsApp number. Now there are some tasks or assignments for you all to solve. Please take quickly screenshot, and yes, definitely you can send me your answers on my WhatsApp number or in my Telegram channel. Okay? Please WhatsApp me. Understood this thing? So first screenshot is taken, I hope so. Then there is second screenshot. Please take it up quickly. All these are P by Qs, previous year questions. And with that, I end this series, my dear students. This lesson actually, yes, not the series, but yes, this lesson. Please like, share and subscribe, and also comment your queries, doubts, feedback and everything. Thank you and have a great day ahead.